Hello and welcome to Nourish Senior Life. Today, our guest speaker is Catherine Parent from Make Good Choices Canada, and she will be talking to us about the power and prevention of meals and what they can do for us as we get into our golden years. A special thank you to Eve Laws from Zares Canada, and a wonderful thank you to Al Chambers, our cook for today.
And today we are going to do a request by Sue. Sue asked us to do something related to fish, so we are going to do a honey glazed salmon and on a little bit of brown rice. Pretty simple meal to do. And we're going to splash a little bit of butter on it to make it taste really good. So just to get started here, we're going to get the rice on the go. Perfect. Okay, but before we get going here, I'm going to get this water boiling. Good. And when that starts to boil, we'll put the rice in, put a little bit of oil in it. We're going to prepare the salmon. So I'm going to open it up. Being salmon, it's a little bit smelly, but it should be good once it's cooked. All right. And then we'll make the mixture in this tin bowl here. And I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces just to make it easier to cook. And that way I'll be able to flip it over when we're actually doing the cooking. So in the dish here, we're going to mix all the different stuff that we need. So start with the bigger stuff first. We're going to go with 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to use regular spoons for this, just to make it easier. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Which is roughly what we had in the bowl anyway. All right. A tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce. And then we'll stir that all up after. Right. And then we're going to go with 4 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. All right. And then we want to go with 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar. I'm just going to wing that for about a teaspoon. There we go. All right, and then it calls for about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So we'll just mix that in there. All right, and we'll just mix it up real good. Make a really nice consistent mixture of that. My water's boiling there, so we're going to get the rice in it and then turn it down to a simmer. And as I said, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here just to keep it from sticking together. Not too much though, because we need that for the salmon. All right. And there's my mixture there. So really nice and simple mixture to do. Smells good. Smells a lot better than the fish. And then with the salmon, we're just gonna mix it on there really nice. Put a little bit of oil in the pan to get it going. So we're gonna put a little bit of this sauce on it and mix it up. And then as it's cooking, we can always put a little bit more on it. We're gonna go in here now with the salmon. Get the bigger pieces close to the middle. So we'll give that a couple minutes there. And I like lots of sauce, so we'll really be dousing it a bit in sauce here. The more sauce is more flavor. All right. Flip that over. Let's turn it down just a touch so you don't cook it too fast. All right. We're going to brown it a little bit more. This one here is probably nice and brown. Yeah, so that's nice golden brown there. That one's nice and golden brown. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of butter in here. I'm just gonna scoop it right out of here. That in the corner of the pan. And then splash a little bit of butter on it. And it kind of just gives it a really nice golden look and an excellent flavor. And when you tilt the pan, that butter comes back to you, so you can just keep splashing it on there. All right. Pull these salmons out. Falling apart nicely. Let's make up a little bit for everyone to try. Does it have a nice sweet flavor?
Yeah, no time they made this such a beautiful meal. Very good.
Yeah, good. Hey, anyone else? Any complaints? Oh gosh. Oh, really? No complaints, did you hear that?
Not big enough.
Not big enough, yeah, it should have been a bigger dish.
Yes, lovely.
Sue, he made that just for you. What do you think?
I know, I feel so honored. It's so wonderful.
There's a
Everything is
bit
so
more
good.
here, does anybody want more salmon?
Whole salmon every day.
Are you enjoying the salmon?
Excellent. Just perfectly done.
Delicious.
All right, so today we are going to make a smoothie bowl. Has anyone ever had a smoothie bowl before? All right, so I love smoothie bowls because it's basically a smoothie, but it's revamped, and it's a great breakfast idea that's super quick and easy. So when making a smoothie, I love to use frozen fruit because it's super quick, it's super convenient, and it's just as nutritious as fresh. So this one's good, it has everything you need. It's got bananas with potassium and strawberries, kiwis. I like this blend, it's super easy. So we're gonna add that to our little magic bullet. I love these, they're so convenient. And then one of my favorite fruits are cherries. I just love them. So whatever fruit you like, you don't have to use this fruit, whatever fruit you have at home, but I love this fruit. So we can add our nice cherries to it. And whatever fruit's in season too. So sometimes I'll do strawberries, sometimes raspberries, whatever I have. And if it's not fruit season, then I just use frozen fruit because it's so convenient. Perfect. So from that, we're actually gonna add some kefir. So kefir is probiotic fermented milk. So it's really good for gut health. And that's a very trendy thing right now because we aren't what we eat, we are what we absorb. And probiotics are healthy gut bacteria that actually help our body absorb the food that we're eating and actually helps with bloating too. So gotta love kefir. People say it two different ways. So you want to fill it so it's just past the fruit because that is how you're gonna have just the right amount. And you just want to make sure it's not past the maximum line so it can blend. And with smoothie bowls, you're actually going to be eating it with a spoon, so you do want it a little thicker than normal smoothies. Perfect. And another suggestion or tip that I give a lot of my clients that are seniors is since you want to have more protein, a really cheap and convenient protein powder is actually skim milk powder. Has anyone used this as like a protein supplement?
Use it all the time.
Yeah, awesome. I really like it because it's cheap, it's affordable, it also has calcium and vitamin D, right? So it's really good, especially when you're aging, you wanna have calcium and vitamin D for bone health, and it's a great source of protein. So, you know, it's such a great thing to add to smoothies.
It's cheap.
Exactly, right? You don't need a $60 protein powder, right? This is what you need, and it's like $5.99. So I usually add this to smoothies as a cheap protein source. And that's basically all you need. If you have a blender like this, you just basically put it on top like this. Just tighten it. You put it down, and then you just twist it. And that is our base for your smoothie bowl. Now you could just drink it like this, but that's kind of boring. We've already all done that 1,000 times. So we are gonna make a fun smoothie bowl, make it trendy. And this is a great breakfast for summertime because it's cold and it's refreshing. Okay, so to make your smoothie bowl, you just take a bowl, you put your smoothie in it. See how it's a little thicker than normal smoothies, but not too thick, right? It's really nice. And then this is the fun part where you get to put the toppings on it. So I thought I'd try something new, dragon fruit. So everyone had dragon fruit before? No? Awesome. Yeah, you did? So dragon fruit actually comes from a cactus, and it's a good source of soluble fiber. So inside, it's so pretty on the outside, but inside is this beautiful white flesh. We don't grow it here in Canada. It's not quite local, but that's okay. Not the only place, but that's usually where we get it at Zayre's. So when you get your dragon fruit, the flesh inside is what you can eat. So you just cut it like this. I just do like this. You actually get quite a bit of fruit out of a dragon fruit. I just do it in little kind of like dice-like shapes. So it's kind of pretty. It kind of looks like dice, which is awesome. Just gonna borrow the spoon. And then you just scoop it out basically. And you see you get these pretty little seeds. And you just pop that on your smoothie bowl. It's very trendy. They don't have too much of a taste, like a mild kiwi, but I still love them. All right, and then from that, you can use your favorite. I like to put on top of my smoothie bowl what I put in it. So today we did strawberries, so we'll put some nice strawberries on the side. We'll put some nice kiwis. And kiwis actually have a lot of vitamin C. There's actually more vitamin C in a kiwi than there is in an orange, so love it. Then we're gonna add a little coconut. I get the unsweetened coconut because it's sweet enough as it is. You don't like coconut? Okay, we won't put it in yours. We won't put it in yours. It's just for luck. Chia seeds. Has anyone had chia seeds before? Yes. It's such a good source of omega-3. And we're gonna be we have fish today too, so that's awesome. So then you do a sprinkle of chia seeds.
Is it vegetable or?
No, it's actually, it's a seed. Yeah, like it's from the seed from the chia plant.
Seeds.
Yeah. Just kind of like a sunflower seed kind of idea. And then we're gonna be adding a flax granola. So this is a good granola. It's a little bit healthier because there is the flax seed in it. And you just need a little bit as a crunch. So I just put that on one side. I love granola, so I'll probably put some on the two sides. There you go. And there we have our lovely, it's a little thicker than, can everyone kind of see it? It's pretty, right? Yeah. And you eat with your eyes first, right? So instead of it just being a boring kind of breakfast, it's kind of fun and delicious. All right. So I have a couple made up ahead of time, so I'm going to grab them out of the fridge. There they are. So we're just going to put the ingredients. So I'm guessing one person doesn't want coconut by the reaction, so I won't put coconut one. So we'll just put chia seeds on all of them. I'm going to put lots of chia seeds because this keeps you nice and healthy. Oh, yeah. An amazing source of fiber and omega. We'll just put some coconut, but not on all of them. Yeah, I find coconut's a love or hate thing. And then some lovely granola for the crunch. And with granola, you don't need too much. Boop. And then I gotta put dragon fruit on everyone's. Because dragon...
How much is that?
It ranges in price between either $2.50 to usually about $4, I find. Yeah, so it's a little expensive, but it's tropical, right? So, yeah, and you can get it at Zayre's. And here we go. I'll let everyone try the dragon fruit. Down. Perfect. We'll pass these out.
So yummy. I don't even know how to describe.
What's your favorite part of it?
This dragon fruit has such a delicious taste. And the crunchiness in it, that is another thing. Yummy. Granola.
Are you enjoying it?
It's wonderful. Very, very refreshing. You know?
How about yourself? Delicious?
Pardon?
Is it delicious?
Oh, it's beautiful. And I had breakfast about 15 minutes ago, so what the heck? Okay.
Hi everybody, my name is Catherine and I'm the owner of Make Good Choices. I'm a nutritional practitioner and I work locally here in the Barrie area. So today I'm going to speak to you on some health benefits that you might want to consider in your golden years. Today I want to talk about foods that you can add into your daily life and beverages to make sure that you're functioning optimally. Okay, now protein, we hear a lot about protein. As we get older, our needs change and we do need protein. So protein helps to secure your bones. If you don't have the muscle holding on to that bone, that's when we can get fractures, we can get breaks. So you want to make sure you're incorporating things like eggs, omega-3 eggs, if you can have cold water fish, just like what you had today. So the salmon, cod, haddock, those are really nice cold water fish that have essential fatty acids, your omega-3s, but also a good source of protein. Beans, all kinds of beans that are out there that are really good sources of protein. And then you've got your meats, okay, and your poultry, and then, as I said, the fish. So tons of opportunity to get protein into your diet. And then you need really good complex carbohydrates. And sometimes those get a bad rap. People will say they're on a low carb diet, but carbohydrates are fresh fruits and in season, and if you're out of season, you can have frozen fruits, good vegetables and grains, beans again, and legumes like lentils. Those are good complex carbohydrate sources. And then you've got your fats, which again, we can go back into the fish, nuts and seeds, your eggs, even your dairy, okay? A lot of times when we talk about grains, people think in terms of their cereal, okay? But rolled oats, that is a much better choice for you than if you were to pick up a processed cereal. That would really be void of a lot of that good fiber. And I remember my mom always said, make sure that you eat a lot of roughage. So if you're going to have roughage, you need to have something like rolled oats or steel cut oats. Those are a really great source of complex carbohydrate. If you're looking for grains, I know that, we use rice in the last recipe, so brown rice is going to have a little higher fiber than what the white rice will be, so that's an option for you. Quinoa is a really great ancient grain. That's awesome. It's actually a source of protein. So a lot of times in recipes you can make, instead of rice, you can use quinoa and you can add beans to it to make it an all-round really great dish, and you can add on a protein source like the salmon to that. Now, what's one thing that a lot of us drink? What do you think? Coffee? Beer. Coffee? Wine? All right. One of the things, so beer, wine, coffee, tea. So any form of a diuretic is going to pull water from the body. So my tip for you is to really make sure that you incorporate water. A lot of people don't like water. My dad, he's 88 years old and he hates water, so I have to flavor it up. But water is really important. It's the solvent that toxins are removed from your body. And I know for a woman in my 50s that my needs have changed as well nutritionally, and if I don't get that water source in me, then you can feel really sluggish. When you wake up in the morning, you might feel really groggy. It's harder for you to get moving. And oftentimes we go and grab a coffee. That's the first thing we grab to perk you up. But if you drank water first and held off on that coffee for a while, you'd be much better. So my tip for you is to make sure you drink 8 glasses of water at least a day. Room temperature preferred. And last but not least, exercise. Extremely important. After you've eaten a really good meal, you've had your water, you really want to make sure that you walk, you get some exercise, get some fresh air if you can, and if not, just walk up and down the halls. Take an extra bit of time when you're, if someone is picking you up, maybe have them park a little bit further and try your luck at walking a few extra steps. Or just getting out into the fresh air. If you need a walker or you have your wheelchair, it's just fine to be out in the fresh air and move your arms. Just get yourself moving so that you can stimulate digestion as well, and you can get those nutrients in the body. All right? So those are my tips for you, and if you have any questions at all, on the tip sheet, you've got my contact information, and you can contact me anytime. I have 2 locations in the Barrie area, and it's makegoodchoices.ca.